Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Virgin Galactic stock. I want to talk about a few key levels that I'm watching, how I knew that they were going to sell off even before the market as a whole started selling off, and why I really think that I'm one of the best traders to show you what this stock is going to potentially do in the short run and long run, and how I've been able to profit multiple times from these quick run-ups on the weekly basis that this stock has been having. So in the past, I've talked about this stock. I said that I was very bullish on them in the long run. And one of the main reasons why I'm bullish on them is because they have had these large moves. They've had signs of greatness. They've shown flashes of greatness, but they never really hold them up. And that's basically the second point that I always make in all my videos. And especially the last video I made on this company, I was very critical of the fact that every time they run up, they immediately pull back. And this is one of the classic stocks where the expression, the trend is your friend, is really going to come into play because of the way that the trend just holds up every single time on the stock. Now, if you have been following this company's specifics, you know that they have a lot of good news coming out in 2021 and towards the end part of 2021. So that's why I'm really concerned when the company runs up at the ends of 2020, or not even close to the ends of 2020, to be honest. We're still a few months out. And that's what really makes me worried about this company, because when they run up, they're just running up off of hype. When they have a upgrade from a strong or big bank, it's just hype. It's not really saying that the company is doing something significant or that the company is doing something now. It's just upgrading their price, saying that they could see the stock around this price or this price. So if you're trading something like a bank upgrade or an earnings upgrade, then just know that you are not really getting the most valuable position. You're not getting a really strong position as compared to really company news, or if we did hear some kind of news of a moon landing or a rocket launching, etc., like what we've heard with a lot of other space companies. So that's why in the short run, I'm very bearish on this company, but in the long run, I am bullish. And in my last video, their stock was worth around $22, and I explained to everybody how I thought the company was going to sell off and see lows again around the $17 to $14 mark. And a lot of people were very mad, very critical of what I said in the video. But like I explained in the comments section, I don't think that this company is going to be worth $14 forever, but I do see them having a hard time breaking above this $20 to $25 range if we have no significant news on the company. And honestly, a bank upgrade, like I said, is not the most valuable piece of news you can get from a company. And now we're seeing the weakness that this type of news offers to a stock and to a company. So one of the main things that I said in that video was that I was watching for them to break this upwards channel that they are in right now. You can see that we've been testing it over the last few weeks. And the biggest play that I've made over the last few weeks was a short on this company. I shorted them as soon as they left this upwards this upwards channel, and all the way from around $21.89 to around $18, I caught a huge move on them. Every single day, I would come into the position, leave it when I thought they were out of strength, wait for a little consolidation, and then come back in on another short side put. And it was very profitable for me. And that was because I've been watching these key levels that I've been talking about in my past videos. And honestly, like I said, with this stock, the trend is your friend. Now, there's been a lot of other stocks over the past few days that have just been breaking down or up for no specific reason. But with this company, you can clearly see that Virgin Galactic Holdings shows their levels very clearly, and it's not really a secret for any trader who does technical analysis. So now that we're stepping into the technical analysis portion, I want to let you guys know I do all my technical analysis on TradingView.com. That's link in the description below. You can sign up using my code and support the channel, and it's completely free to join the platform. So that's what I'm on right now, and that's what I do all my technical analysis on, TradingView.com. So if you're interested in that, just sign up with the link down below and help support the channel. So right away, let's get into it. I'm watching a lot of key levels on this stock, but like I explained in my previous videos, 1460 seems to be the minimum price for this company as of right now. And I think that now we've seen a lot more news, a lot more information than potentially back in March or May when we didn't really know anything about what the company was possible to do and we had no bank upgrades. So that's why I really don't see us trending back towards 1460. I think it's a possibility, but a very unlikely one. And now we're sitting around this $18 range, which is where I really said I thought the company would end up, $17 to $18. And that's what's happening right now. But a lot of people might say that, okay, now is the time to break back up again. But have you ever seen a company do a complete V like this where they break down and then the very next day shoot up like this? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. So what I think is going to happen with the company over the next few weeks is a consolidation between this $17 and $14 range. I think they will consolidate here. Or if they do have some strength in the short term, I think they will consolidate here between the $18 and $20.25 for a long time. And then once these weeks pass, they will probably have some sort of more news, or potentially if the market starts becoming bought up again, then we will probably see them reach towards their higher ranges and maybe even back to the 2230 or 2240, which is where they actually broke out from the channel. So that will obviously be a very key level, especially in the short run. So that's the levels that I'm watching really on this stock, short run and long run, in order to consider what kind of position I am in. Now, just because you love a stock, because it's your favorite stock, which I know a lot of you guys love this stock and are very confident in its future, it doesn't mean that you can't buy a put on the company and potentially hedge what shares you have. So if you're holding 100 or 200 shares of this company and you're going to lose $100 for every dollar that the stock drops, then potentially open a couple options trades to the downside and protect yourself from these movements that the stock is really making on a weekly basis. You can see that every time that we head up, we have a very, very clear point of reflection here where the stock is literally reflected like if it was in a mirror. If I draw a straight line down, you can see that the same amount of time it took to go up is the same amount of time it takes to go down. And this is one of the first times with this last pullback where we actually saw the company retrace downwards quicker than when it retraced upwards. So that's why I'm really worried about what this pullback could mean for the company, but I still am bullish on them in the long run. So I'm watching for them to have a support around $18, $14, and potentially retrace back to this $20 range in the next few weeks, in the next week or two, and especially if the S&P can start getting bought back up. So like I said, guys, if you love a company, it doesn't mean you can't put a put on them and potentially do a profitable trade in the direction that you aren't really hoping the company goes. So that's what I've been doing with a lot of these companies. It's very important to be direction independent over the next few days as the market is so volatile and a lot of companies are only getting volume on certain days. Like I said, I'm very bullish in the long run on space, but in the short run, I'm very bearish because they really have no news, no substance holding up the company, nothing of substance. And that's going to be one of the main reasons and factors why this company just cannot hold up a high price. Now, I've never made money on this company in the upwards direction, but now that we're seeing a lot of downwards direction, I might try to make a call play on this company. We'll see what happens. If you want to stay updated on that, make sure you're also in the Discord, which is also linked down below, completely free to join for my daily plays and signals. We actually made over 200% on options today, and that's a video that I will be putting out later on this week and probably tomorrow on the channel. It was an absolutely insane day today, the 29th. And honestly, guys, there is tons of opportunities on this market. If you're looking at a trade like space and wondering why you're losing money on a daily basis, it's not because you don't know how to trade. It's just because you're not in the right stocks. So just make sure you keep a close eye out on all these plays happening this week, all the plays that I've talked about on the channel, especially Bed Bath & Beyond. That was a great put play if you did catch puts before the market closed when I released that video. So I'm releasing these good plays every single day, guys. I'm not guessing on what's going to happen with these companies. I'm not just telling you short Virgin Galactic because I'm an idiot. I'm telling you because that's what the technical analysis and what the charts and overall direction of the stock is showing in the short run and long run. So just keep a close eye out, guys. Remember to always do technical analysis, especially when the market is so unclear like it is right now. And as always, thank you for liking and subscribing the video, and I hope you guys have a green week.